It's a beautiful day on the beaches of St. Petersburg, Florida, and it's beautiful inside climate-controlled Tropicana Field. It's the Ray Tank, and it's Game 2 of a 3-game series between the Red Sox and the Rays. Welcome inside the broadcast booth, everybody. I'm Don Orsillo, as always, joined by Jerry Remy. Welcome to Red Sox baseball. A dramatic victory here last night for the Red Sox in extra innings, and today they hand the baseball to Wade Miley.
Well, Wade Miley's been pitching great baseball for the Red Sox, and one of the reasons early in the season the ball was up for him, but now he's getting pitches down in the strike zone and getting some strikeouts with it. There you see a very good curveball away for a strikeout. He'll go down out over the middle for a strikeout, and then a fastball down and in to a left-hander for a strikeout. And that's been the big difference for Miley to this stage of the season.
Wade Miley is part of our Coors Light Cold Hard Facts.
Well, when you look at the numbers in this season, the first 6 games a record of only 1-4, but look at the ERA, almost 7, and opponents hitting 286. But in the last 8 starts, he has really turned it around. 6-2 with a 3.10 ERA, a 258 batting average. Miley hopes to be successful again today to give the Red Sox a 2-game winning streak.
Yeah, Red Sox try to make it 2 in a row today. There's always something going on at the Trop, and today, well, it is 70s day here at the ballpark. Throwback uniforms and some throwback outfits as well. We're back with more right after this.
But then I spent so many nights thinking how you did me wrong, and I grew strong, and I learned how to get.
Farrell said these moves were necessary as they've been utilizing the bullpen and needed an extra arm.
Well, Travis Shaw was optioned back to Pawtucket. Given the number of innings we pitched the last couple of ball games out of the bullpen, we needed a fresh arm, one that can go multiple innings, and Matt comes back to us to fill that role. You know, when he first went down, there was a couple of outings that were strong. Last one out might not have been as sharp. But given that he's been to us a couple of different times, there's familiarity, there's an understanding of what the big league environment is, and felt like he was the best choice of those available.
Well, the Red Sox trying to make it 2 in a row against the Tampa Bay Rays. We're back with the first pitch right after this. second base. Xander Bogaerts at shortstop bats third. David Ortiz, the DH, in the cleanup spot with Pablo Sandoval at third base. Mike Napoli at first base bats sixth. Alejandro Diaz in left field with Sandy Leon doing the catching. And Jackie Bradley Jr. in right field rounds out the starting nine. The Rays starting pitcher presented by New England Nissan dealers. Matt Andriese on the mound today. His 11th game, 6th start in a Rays uniform. 2-2 with a 3.79 earned run average. His 22 strikeouts, 7 walks, and opponents hitting at 284 against Andriese. A loss last time out against the Toronto Blue Jays. That good offensive lineup for the Jays in 5 1/3 got to him for 4 runs. He didn't walk anybody and struck out 2.
The Rays defense is brought to you by DraftKings, and they are 4th in the league with 36 errors in 75 games. Evan Longoria will be at third base as Ruben Cabrera, the shortstop. Logan Forsythe at second, and Jake Elmore, the first baseman. Left to right, David DeJesus, Brandon Guyer, and Steven Souza Jr. And Rene Rivera doing the catching for Andriese.
Today's umpires are brought to you by Buick. Experience a new Buick lineup during this year's Sign and Drive. See your local Buick dealer today. Adam Hamari has the plate. Trip Gibson at first base with Mark Carlson at second base. And the crew chief is Brian Gorman at third. We're available. This telecast can be heard in Spanish by selecting the SAP button on your television remote. SAP is presented by Diplomatico Rum. Enjoy the game.
Buenas tardes, amigos.
You know, John Farrell's team last night coming away with the victory in game 1 of the series. And as a result, the Red Sox now 8 games back at the Tampa Bay Rays in the American League East. Trying to do it again here today as Mookie Betts leads it off to get it started. That's at 275 with 8 homers and 24 runs batted in. Andriese ready with the first pitch of the ball game from the Rays right-hander. It is a little bit high for ball 1. That's Holt and Bogaerts to bat here in the first inning. Betts will swing away, and he lifts a fly ball to right field where Steven Souza is coming in. And Souza make the catch for the first out of the ball game. Well, these uniforms have to bring back some memories for you, Jerry. You wore these uniforms.
I did when I got here in '78. We were still wearing this style uniform. Of course, 1975 celebration this year for the '75 club. That's what they were wearing. I like the socks. I love the socks on these uniforms.
One down for Brock Holt, the hero last night. And he'll take a strike at the top of the zone, apparently. There are the Sox you're talking about.
Yeah, showing double blue.
Strike over the inside corner. More actually down the middle that time for the right-hander. Jumps ahead here 0-2. First time Red Sox have seen Andriese as he gets the nod today for Tampa Bay, filling in for some of their starters that are missing. And a couple of those starters today with simulated games, and Jake Odorizzi as well as Matt Moore. Here's a swing and a miss for Holt. First strikeout for Andriese. 2 down to the inning.
Well, it was supposed to be a fastball down and in. Instead, the fastball goes down and away, and it gets Brock Holt to swing and miss. Good movement on that 2-seam fastball by Andriese that time. Spent all of last year at AAA Durham, 25 starts there. This year a couple of times up with the Rays, sometimes in the bullpen, and now in the rotation because of injury.
2 down here in the first inning for Xander Bogaerts. Xander at 292, 3 homers and 31 runs batted in. Xander in the ball game last night going 1 for 5 as we look at the arsenal for Matt Andriese. A lot of fastballs for Andriese. In there for a strike. And it's 2-1 down to Bogaerts.
And one thing he does not do is walk very many people at all. He's got very good control. Fouls it straight back to the backstop. Evens up at 2-2.
Well, attention fans, tomorrow's Out of the Park event at Boston Common has been postponed due to weather. The event has been rescheduled for September 13th. Two balls, two strikes with two down here in the first inning. Low for ball three, and it's a full count down to Bogarts. David Ortiz waiting on deck. On the ground to shortstop. Then it's Drupal Cabrera. Throws out Xander Bogaerts. Red Sox down in order in the first inning. Rays are coming up. Bottom of the first inning, Brandon Guyer stands in and takes strike one from Wade Miley. As Guyer leading off today. Kevin Cash saying before the game that Kevin Kiermaier had the day off today. Just get him off his feet. He's played a lot of consecutive games in a row, so Guyer leading it off. Red Sox starting pitcher presented by your local New England Audi dealers. As Guyer takes a pitch up top. 15th start for Miley, 7-6 with a 4.50 ERA, 52-26. Opponents hitting at 268 against him. As Guyer fouls it off. Career against Tampa Bay for Wade Miley, 3-0 with a 0.47 earned run average. Some impressive numbers against the Rays in 3 starts. And he strikes out Guyer to begin the day. Let's check out the rest of the Tampa Bay Rays starting 9. Their lineup brought to you by your New England Chevy dealers. The saw Brandon Guyer, he's in center with Joey Butler, the DH, Evan Longoria at third base, Logan Forsythe at second base with Steven Souza Jr. in right, as Drupal Cabrera is at shortstop with David DeJesus in left, Jake Elmore at first base, and Rene Rivera does the catching and bats 9th. First pitch swinging is Joey Butler, and he carves it foul off to the right out of play. The rookie hitting at .325, 6 homers and 20 runs batted in. And quickly down 0-2.
One of the things we talked about, Don, in the open is the fact that Miley has been able to keep the ball down in the strike zone, both his breaking ball, his changeup, and his two-seam fastball, and that's worked for him.
Swing and a miss, and Miley with back-to-back strikeouts to begin the day.
As we talked about, keeping the breaking ball down and right around the ankles of Butler to pick up the strikeout. So a couple of strikeouts to lead off the game. His high in the season is 8.
Nika Insurance, great service, great coverage, and a great price for auto, home, or life insurance. 2 down here in the first inning for Evan Longoria. .276 average for Longoria. 7 homers, 33 runs batted in. And a fly ball out towards right center field, and this ball is going to get down, up off the wall, and a hop. Betts will get it back in, but Evan Longoria's got the first Rays hit. It is a 2-out double to right center.
Well, the Red Sox defense is brought to you by Southwest Airlines, and they are 9th in the league with 44 errors on the season. Pablo Sandoval at third base, Xander Bogaerts the shortstop, Brock Holt at second, and Mike Napoli the first baseman. Left to right, Alejandro De Aza, Mookie Betts, Jackie Bradley Jr., and Sandy Leon doing the catching for Miley.
2 down, Longoria at second base. And here's Logan Forsythe on a 3-hit night in last night's game. He's been hot over the last 11 games, moving his average up from .264 to .298, where it is to begin the day. 8 homers and 32 runs batted in. In the dirt, it's ball 3. Kind of tough to have a throwback jersey if you don't have anything to throw back to. But the Rays, for the 4th straight year, will be wearing this hypothetical uniform that is from 1979. It celebrates the style of the era while keeping the Rays' modern colors. This is kind of an imaginary throwback jersey, if you will. There's ball 4. Nothing imaginary about the walk. Comes with 2 outs in the inning. 2 on, 2 down now, and here comes Souza. Right fielder, number 20, Steven Souza Jr. 224, 14 homers, and 31 runs batted in. Wade Miley struck out the first 2 batters in Brandon Guyer and Joey Butler, but a double and a walk. And all of a sudden, the Rays have 2 on. Souza will take a pitch outside for ball 1. He was 0 for 4 in last night's game. Swinging a foul, and it evens at 1-1 now to Souza.
Now Souza putting together quite a season. The 14 home runs, 31 RBIs. That time fouls off the changeup from Miley.
In there for strike 2.
Good pitch there, lefty against righty. The ability to get that fastball to the inside part of the plate and tie up Souza Jr.
Swing and a miss, and Miley ends up striking out the side. The Rays will strand a pair. Done with 1 without a score. Time now for the Geico Red Sox moment all season long. Geico will highlight the 1975 Red Sox and honor their 40th anniversary. In their 76th game of the 75 season, Red Sox lost to the Brewers 3-2. Cecil Cooper went 1 for 4 with a home run for the Sox.
By the way, that name he saw from Milwaukee, Aaron, that's Hank Aaron.
David Ortiz hitting at .233, standing in. Shift on, and Big Papi takes a pitch outside as it evens at 1-1. Andrizi had the 1-2-3 first inning. There's strike 2. David didn't like it. Appeared to be outside.
That's changeup right there. As we mentioned in the beginning, not many changeups at all, but he throws one there to David Ortiz away from him.
Andrizi giving him 3 home runs in his last outing. Reyes, Navarro, and Bautista all took him deep in that 5 1/3 inning effort against Toronto. David holds up, and the count is now 3-2.
Elevating the fastball that time against Ortiz. He almost chased it, but was able to lay off.
Full count to David Ortiz. And did he go? They'll check. Yes, he did. They ring him up. Second strikeout for Andrizi.
A fastball running away from David, and right there you'll see, no question, he breaks his wrist on that, and that is a swing. Called by Gorman down at third base.
One down here in the second inning. Pablo Sandoval coming up. Frustrated David Ortiz becomes the 4th batter in a row retired by Andrizi. Sandoval at .273 with 6 home runs, 24 runs batted in. Wild swing and a pitch up and away.
Get 2 pitches in the same spot. One he takes, one he swings at.
Sandoval hits into the air to left field. David DeJesus out there waiting, and he puts it away for out number 2. Here's today's Dunkin' Donuts poll question. Should MLB teams wear throwback jerseys more often? Text 1 for yes, text 2 for no. Text your answer to 536-536. Message and data rates may apply. 1 message per vote. Visit NESN.com/terms for terms and conditions as well as privacy policy. 2 down here in the second. 5 in a row retired by Andrizi, and here is Mike Napoli. Napoli at .206, 10 homers and 29 runs batted in.
And the Rays have the shift on Napoli in the infield. 3 infielders to the left side. Only Jake Elmore left on the right side.
Kevin Cash's team, a loss last night, of course, now a half game ahead of the Yankees to begin action today. High fly ball to deep left field, up by the catwalks for Napoli, and waiting on it is DeJesus, who makes the catch on a high fly ball. A 1-2-3 second, inning and a half done. No score from the Trop. Bottom of the second inning back in St. Petersburg, Florida, as the Red Sox and Rays are scoreless here, and leading it off is Asdrubal Cabrera. David DeJesus and Jake Elmore expected to bat in the inning. There's a liner to left, and that's going to get in for a base hit in front of DeJesus, who's playing very deep out in left field. So Cabrera aboard to begin things here in the second inning.
Cabrera, who has really struggled at the plate getting the base hit there off Miley. That's his first hit off Miley. He was 0 for 6 against him coming into the game. Miley trying to go inside right there with the fastball, but Cabrera from the right side cleans it out. And one hops to DeJesus out in left field.
So Cabrera on at first, and it brings up David DeJesus, the left fielder. The base hit by Cabrera, the second hit of the day for the Rays. Throw to first and back to the bag. Here's Cabrera getting a look at Wade Miley's very good move.
Yeah, even though you know he has a good move, until you see it, you don't realize how good it is.
Now a pitch running inside to DeJesus. He was hitting in the 4 spot in the first game of the series last night. Drops down to 7 in the order today. The Rays facing a left-hander in Wade Miley. In there for a strike, evens a count at 1-1.
Yeah, couple that with the fact that DeJesus is 0 for his last 12 and drops down in the lineup with the left-handed pitching.
This is only his 5th at bat against a lefty this year. He is 1 for 4 against left-handed pitching. There's Asdrubal Cabrera getting his lead at first base. Mike Napoli holding him on. On the outside corner, and it's 2-2.
Good pitch here by Miley, staying away from DeJesus, and a hit his count. DeJesus expected the ball middle in, maybe a fastball. No, he gets a breaking ball away.
On the ground up the middle, it is second baseman Holt who will touch second, throw to first, and it won't be in time. Brock did make the tag himself at second base, touching the bag.
Yeah, even if he goes to Bogarts on that play, they're not going to get the double play because DeJesus runs well down the line, and Holt, instead of feeding the shortstop that time, comes across the bag, has to throw over Bogarts, and not going to be in time at first base. But from that position there, I think he made the right play by taking it himself. So I don't think Bogarts was going to get the deuce anyway.
1 out, 1 on, and it brings up Jake Elmore, who came into the game defensively at first base last night. Now he starts today at first base with a left-hander on the mound. And that'll bounce in for ball 1. Elmore at 242 with a home run, 13 runs batted in. Mark Krause, who had been acquired from the Angels, got the start last night at first base. Grounded back to Miley. He'll try to start it. Goes to Bogarts for 1, on to first for 2. So the Red Sox turn the double play to end the second inning. We're through 2 from St. Pete without a score.
It's a shortstop by Xander Bogaerts. He takes the throw for Miley as Miley leads him to the bag, and then watch the jump right over the base runner. DeJesus almost kicks him in the face as he's turning the double play. Beautiful play by Bogaerts. He is playing a superb shortstop.
Now it's on here to the third inning as Alejandro De Aza leads it off. And he will take strike one. 6 in a row retired by Andrews to start this outing today for Tampa Bay. He'll face De Aza, Leon, and Bradley Jr. here in the third inning. Went around and is down 0-2. De Aza last night 1 for 4 in the game with a double and an RBI. Drove in the first run of last night's game. Scored Mike Napoli with a double. In fact, 7 of his last 11 hits have gone for extra bases. High for a ball, 1-2. This one fouled back to our left, and it evens at, well, actually it's still a ball and 2 strikes. Red Sox group tickets start at just $20. How easy is it to get 20 of your family and friends together? Visit redsox.com/groups for more information. One-two pitch. That'll bounce in, blocked there by Rivera to his left.
That's exactly what Rivera wanted him to do, too. You can see him call for the breaking ball, then bounce it and point it in front of home plate. I want it down, I want it low. But that one bounces, obviously, to Rivera. Blocks it anyway with the chest protector.
Two-two pitch. And it is in the air to right field. Incoming is Steven Souza Jr. and to his right he'll make the catch for the first out here of the third inning. So De Aza retired, 7 in a row retired by Andrews. So 1 out here in the inning, and Leon at 167 in the year, no homers and 3 runs batted in. DraftKings.com is paying out over $300 million this baseball season. DraftKings has given out $34 million to Boston residents alone since the site launched. Get your free entry into one-day fantasy baseball today using promo code NESSN. 1 out here in the third inning. Sandy Leon with a count of 1-1.
And the shift on the right side for Leon.
Strike call, down 1-2. Strike 3 call. Leon knew it. Takes with him the third strikeout for Andrews. 2 down.
Right down the heart of the plate. Maybe Leon looking for something else. A breaking ball, a changeup. It gets a fastball right down the middle. And goes down by the strikeout. Strikeout high in the season, 5 against the Chicago White Sox for Andres.
Two down here in the third inning brings up Jackie Bradley Jr. on the swing and a miss. Hardy on the fastball. Jackie at 167, no homers and a run driven in. Last year, Andrews spending the entire year AAA Durham. Made 25 starts last year, career high 162 and a third innings pitched for the Bulls last year. Ranked second in the Rays system with 129 strikeouts. 0-2 pitch. And around goes Bradley Jr. to strike out. 4 strikeouts for Andrews. 2.5 done, no score from St. Pete. Bottom of the third inning as Rene Rivera leads it off here for Tampa Bay. Rivera, the catcher for Tampa Bay. Wade Miley struck out 3 all in the first inning as this one fouled off to the right, evens a count of 1-1.
And as usual, Miley working at a very quick pace, especially with nobody on base.
Comes in with a 7-6 record, 4.50 earned run average. 15th start of the year, and there is strike 2. Four for 8 in his career against Wade Miley. Rivera starting the day game after the night game here. Late day baseball. Fly ball center field, hit pretty well. Mookie Betts going back, and he will make the catch under the edge of the warning track for the first out of the third inning.
Mookie Betts got an excellent jump on that ball. That ball directly over his head, which at times can be the most difficult for a center fielder, but he had no problem tracking that one down. Right from contact, Betts going in the right direction and able to make the catch just in front of the warning track.
Now pitch fouled off by Brandon Guyer. Struck out looking in the first inning. 0 for 1. 2 hits so far off Wade Miley. Double for Longoria in the first, a single by Cabrera in the second. And he hits Guyer. So down to first base goes Guyer. One out base runner here for Tampa Bay.
Yeah, not much movement by Guyer to try to get out of the way, but I don't know where he could have gone. The ball was right at his knee. Takes it off the side of the leg and makes his way to first base. Guyer also a threat to steals. 7 steals on the season, caught twice. We mentioned last night that the Rays are second in the league in stolen bases.
John Farrell probably debating that fact that he did very little to get out of the way.
Exactly, and it's worth questioning. I mean, he made no movement at all to get out of the way of that pitch. Watch the left leg.
So Geyer at first, one down for Joey Butler. Struck out swinging in the second inning. On the first and back to the bag is Geyer. Butler thought about it, lets it pass, and takes a ball outside. Butler 2 for his last 12 at the plate. He's been in the big league since May the 3rd when he was called up by the Rays.
Mentioned last night, not a very patient hitter, only 8 walks on the season with 46 strikeouts.
Most of his games as a designated hitter as he takes a swing and a miss there at the 2-0.
Yeah. Good changeup by Miley on the 2-0 count. He's sitting all over fastball and he doesn't get it.
Fouls it off himself this time and evens the count at 2-2. I'll remind you to vote for the Amica Pitcher of the Week at NESN.com/Amica. Enter win a $100 gift card from NESN to the Yawkey Way team store. On the ground towards shortstop, Bogarts will go to second for 1, on to first for 2. Red Sox turn their second double play of the afternoon. Scoreless through 3 innings from St. Pete. And all you have to do to get $100 is open an Eastern free checking account. Learn more at easternbank.com/free checking. Now it's on to the 4th inning. Mookie Betts leading it off, top of the Red Sox order. Andrews missing outside with ball 1. They got Betts to fly out to right field in the first inning. Swinging a foul tip, evens the count at 1-1. Rays outfield deep end straight away, very deep for Mookie Betts. especially Geyer in center, as Betts jumps back out of the way of a pitch down low.
That's interesting. You know, we watch the Orioles at Fenway Park, and they play everybody kind of pinch the middle of the field and play shallow. This outfield plays very deep for the Tampa Bay Rays.
Well, this is headed deep out to center field. Geyer ended up being in a good spot as he gets back onto the track to make the catch. I want to remind you to follow the Red Sox all season with MLB.com at bat, the #1 app for live baseball. Get MLB.com at bat for your smartphone or tablet today.
I think one of the reasons, Don, they play deep is because of the artificial surface. You know, that ball skips through very quickly, and a little deeper you are, the better chance you have of cutting the ball off and holding runners to singles.
Remember a number of years, B.J. Upton playing very shallow in center field here, the center fielder for the Rays. Brock Holt batting here with 1 out. On the outside corner, and it's 0-2.
I think Holt's starting to get frustrated by some of these calls that are going against him on the outside part of the plate or off the plate.
They're similar to the Mike Napoli's.
Yep.
And he strikes out and says something to Adam Hamari on the way by.
Now he's upset about the second pitch. The last pitch was a good pitch. The second pitch was not. The second pitch was away, so he's looking out over the plate, and then he gets buzzed inside with the fastball, and that's a good pitch. But I think the one he's upset about is the one prior to that. Puts him in an 0-2 count.
Well, Brock Holt had a similar situation at home at Fenway Park, a game that John Farrell was ejected from when he was arguing from the dugout.
Here's the pitch previous. This is the last pitch. No, the previous pitch, and that ball was outside just by a little bit, and Holt was frustrated by it. Then they came back inside with the fastball.
Ball and a strike to Xander Bogaerts. So 2 strikeouts today for Brock Holt, striking out in the first and more recently here in the 4th inning. Andrews falling behind here at 3-1. Xander grounded out to the shortstop as Drupal Cabrera in the first inning. Down the right field line, foul and out of play, full count. David Ortiz waiting on deck, but there are 2 outs here in the top of the 4th inning. Bogaerts the other way for a base hit for the Red Sox. Well, Andrews had retired the first 11 Red Sox in a row before that base hit by Xander Bogaerts with 2 outs here in the 4th inning.
Trying to mess with Bogaerts as the catcher was telling the pitcher to shake off no sign, shake off another no sign, and then he finally puts the fastball down, and Bogaerts ready for the fastball, taking it to the opposite field. He has a pretty opposite field swing. I mean, his head discipline is tremendous. It's right on the baseball, shoulder on the ball, and drives the ball hard to the opposite field.
2 down, Bogaerts at first base, and David Ortiz, the batter, struck out swinging in the 2nd inning. 1 of 5 strikeouts for Andrews here today. Shift on for the Rays, as that is very high for ball 1. There's the shift with the second baseman Logan Forsythe in short right field. Ortiz fouls it back, and it evens at 1-1. Well, set sail on the Boston Bruins Foundation Harbor Cruise on July 22nd from 6 to 9 p.m. Enjoy live music, dancing with the Bruins, alumni, ice girls, and special guests. Get your tickets now. Proceeds go to the 2015 Bruins Foundation Pan Mass Challenge Team.
Well, you were telling me, Don, the Bruins made a bunch of deals last night.
Very busy night last night for the Bruins.
I had no idea about that, so you brought it up today.
1-1 pitch. Here's popped up foul off to the left. Xander Bogaerts with a base hit with 2 down in the inning.
You think some of those deals would change the style of play?
Perhaps. Yeah, it could. Depending upon who they bring in to replace those guys. Big factor. Now tonight at 10 on NESN Sports Today. Presented by People's United Bank. Jamison Coyle and Nicky Reyes will introduce you the newest members of the Bruins. Here what the draft picks have to say about playing in Boston. 2 down, runner at first. Ortiz fouls another one back. Fastball at 91 from Andriese.
David upset with himself that he was behind that fastball on the 1-2 count. It's a pretty good pitch to hit, but late on it.
Ortiz hits a fly ball to left field pretty well. Back goes David DeJesus onto the track to make the catch in front of the wall. Ortiz goes the other way to give it a ride, but he's outnumbered 3.5 done. No score from St. Pete. Bottom of the 4th inning, Evan Longoria leading it off here for the Rays. He doubled off Wade Miley in the 1st inning. One of 2 hits given up by Miley in the game. Longoria, Forsythe, and Souza to bat here in the inning for Tampa Bay. And Longoria fouls it back up into the upper deck. Pretty good crowd on hand here today in St. Pete as we play late day baseball on this Saturday afternoon. That'll skip in and even the count at 2-2. Breaking ball that hits the dirt. Logan Forsythe and Steven Souza here in the 4th inning as Longoria strikes out. There's the 4th strikeout for Wade Miley. At Eastern Bank, being first feels like $100. Just open an Eastern free checking account the month of June and you'll get $100. Learn more at easternbank.com/free checking.
Now, Don, you and I have traveled that bridge many times at spring training, and I get a panic attack every time I go over it. I just don't like that bridge.
You're never comfortable when we're on that bridge.
No.
And it lasts a while. That's part of the problem. You're on it a little while.
Yeah, going up, it looks like you're going up into the sky, and it's not very wide, and the sides are not very tall.
Yeah, they're not really like sides.
I mean, if you tip a little bit, you're going.
You go right off the side.
Right off the side.
There it is. That's what it looks like. We're usually going about that fast, too, to get over.
That's about the speed we travel.
Yeah. Because you want to get off it as soon as possible.
Then I immediately slow down.
Now Logan Forsythe walked in the 1st inning. The only walk given up by Miley. Miley has also hit a batter. '50th pitch of the outing for Wade Miley coming up here with 1 out in the bottom of the 4th inning. Well, don't miss WB Mason Extra Innings live right after the game. Adam Pellerin and Tim Wakefield will break down the game. You'll hear from Wade Miley and John Farrell. Whatever, whenever, wherever. Who but WB Mason? 1 down here in the 4th as Forsythe dribbles one back towards the mound. Miley fires to first for out number 2 of the inning. Let's check in with Guerin.
Thanks, Don. It's Turn the Clock Back night as we turn it back to the 1970s, and it feels like a disco down here with the 70s music, the Soul Train, and these headbands that fans are wearing. The Red Sox are wearing their 1975 road uniforms, and the Rays are wearing 70s-style themed uniforms. The jerseys will be signed and auctioned off. Don, Jerry, is this music taking you guys back?
Well, one of us probably remembers a lot of the part of the 70s.
I remember some of it. Actually, the 70s, 1975 was my first year in the big league.
Wow.
Look at the moss.
Look at that flowing moss.
Yes, and sideburns and all kind of stuff going on there.
I was like 10, so.
Really?
Yeah.
That was the all-rookie team that year in 1975. And look at the angle of the bat.
You were ready at the top of the zone for the bunt.
Exactly.
Now Steven Souza struck out in the 1st inning. 0 for 1 in the game. On the ground down the line at 3rd and foul. Now, Jerry, I was 10 just wrapping up the New Hampshire Championship Little League team we were on most. That was Madison. There was a couple of us from Madison, New Hampshire. Was most. Madison, Ossipee, Sandwich, and Tamworth together because our towns are so small. We made one all-star team. I got a lot of wristbands going there. I have some really thick glasses, and I have some popcorn after we won.
You know what the funniest part about that is?
What's that? My bag?
Your bag.
I traveled the bag then, too.
You traveled the bag then?
Yeah. I had
all stuff that you, in case you ran out of a glove, you had another glove in there?
Yep. Backup glove, backup batting gloves for sure. I've always carried a bag. Steven Souza strikes out. 5 strikeouts for Miley through 4, no score. now than we did in 1978, as it turns out. Welcome back inside the broadcast booth here in St. Pete as the Red Sox and Rays get ready for the 5th inning. Leading it off here for the Red Sox, Pablo Sandoval, Mike Napoli, and Alejandro De Aza. Sandoval ground one right side as Forsythe throws to first for out number 1. It's time for tonight's Twisted but True Fact. On this date in 2003, the Red Sox set an MLB record, scoring 10 runs in the first inning before an out was recorded. Johnny Damon became the first player ever to hit a single, double, and triple in the same inning. Twisted Tea is the hard iced tea. It tastes like real iced tea. Be a little twisted. One down here in the 5th inning for Mike Napoli. Andres has given up only 1 hit so far through 4 1/3 innings. 2 out base hit to right field for Xander Bogaerts.
Yep, there's Napoli complaining again about an outside pitch that's called a strike. And I think we both can agree, Don, that there's been an incredible change in the strike zone this year. And I mean, it's higher and it's wider than I can ever remember it.
And I don't think anybody's been more impacted than Mike Napoli.
Yeah, Mike Napoli and Brock Holt, I think, are the 2 guys on the Red Sox that have really been impacted by it.
Because Napoli's a guy who takes a lot of pitches, sees a lot of pitches, always near the top in that category every year, and generally has a pretty good feel for the strike zone.
Yeah, at home, before we left, he was swinging at a lot of first, second pitches, so he wouldn't get down in the count.
On the ground left side as Drupal Cabrera, the shortstop, throws out Napoli for the 2nd out of the inning. Ace Ticket has the best seats at the lowest prices to all the games at Fenway, all with a 200% guarantee. Right now, Ace Ticket has special savings on all Red Sox games, including the Yankees. Visit Ace Ticket or call 1-800-MY-SEATS. 2 down here in the 5th inning. A lot of Red Sox fans taking in this series against the Rays. Red Sox with the win last night, scoreless as they bat here in the 5th inning. Alejandro De Aza flied out to right field in the 3rd. 60th pitch for Andres, who's in there for strike 1. 60 pitches, 40 strikes for Andres. On the ground right side, Forsythe to his left throws out De Aza, and the Red Sox down in order in the 5th, halfway through without a score from St. Pete. The field, Wade Miley's pitching line brought to you by Ace Ticket. 4 innings, 2 hits, no runs. He's walked about or struck out 5. 57 pitches thrown by Wade Miley. As Dribble Cabrera leads it off and takes a pitch down and in. A single to left field in the second inning. One of only 2 hits given up by Miley. Combined 3 hits in this game. Both the starters pitching well here so far today. Outside for ball 2, 2-1. Towards the gap in right center field. That'll get down and roll on the artificial surface to the track on the wall. Cabrera is going to round second. He is thinking 3. Throw will go in that direction. He'll get there without a problem. Diving head first with a triple to begin this bottom of the 5th inning.
Hell, of all people in the lineup, Cabrera, who has really been struggling, and today hitting from the right side of the plate, 2 for 2. Gets that fastball away. It takes it into the gap in right center field and just keeps running. Time the Red Sox can track that ball down. Cabrera just about at second base, and he makes that decision on his own. He's watching the play in front of him, decides he could make third, and decides to go, and he did.
He didn't take one look, 2 looks. He took 3 looks out in that direction in right center field.
Yeah, he went trips, Don.
Trips. So Cabrera at third as David DeJesus now bats. Red Sox bringing that infield in. And sharply hit but foul outside of first.
It's interesting. They have a different defensive alignment. They have the left side in. And they have Brock Holt back about 4 steps from double play depth, and they're hoping that will hold the runner at third base with nobody out in the inning.
Runs it inside for a ball, 1-1. Jesus reaching on a fielder's choice in the second inning. On the ground to first. Napoli looks the runner back, tags the bag, just backpedaling onto it for the first out of the inning. No advance for Cabrera, 1 down.
Now good out right there by Miley and Napoli. Napoli taking the ground ball, checking the runner at third. He's not going anywhere, so they make the out at first base. Never really taking his eye off that runner just in case. Now with 1 out, infield comes all the way in everywhere. And I would expect that the Rays would play contact with 1 out, working toward the bottom of the lineup.
This will get away from Leon, but he blocks it up the third base line.
Fastball in the dirt, bounces in front of the plate, and Leon able to deflect that ball up the third base line, and because of that, the runner cannot go anywhere.
On the ground, foul as they tried to bust him in. Jake Elmore grounding into a 6-3 double play in the second inning. 1 of 2 double plays turned by the Red Sox today. Cabrera at third, 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Elmore fouls off another. Again, right inside.
And again, at third base, I think Cabrera's going on contact because he was heading home on this foul ball. So that should tip off the infielders. If they get a ground ball, Cabrera's probably running.
Elmore struggled to the plate, 0 for his last 12. Now he lines one down the left field line. A foul ball. No, it's not. That ball is going to be gone. A home run. Apparently inside the foul pole down that left field line. Jake Elmore with a 2-run home run. Thought it was to the left, but it is a 2-run shot for Elmore, his second home run, and the Rays take a 2-0 lead.
But that's a line drive there that would not hook. It just stayed straight and found itself in fair territory. The slider. I don't know how he keeps this ball in fair territory because the slider's down and in. But he does hook it around that foul pole for the 2-run home run.
Well, he's a happy man. His second home run of the year and a 2-0 Tampa Bay lead. No 2 pitch, and he waves at that, does Rivera, striking out and throw him out, and they do. That is the 6th strikeout for Wade Miley. They're 2 down in the inning. Well, join Pedro in Cooperstown this July. VIP travel packages, including transportation, hotel accommodations, induction tickets, and more are available. Visit redsox.com/2015 HOF for details. There is Brandon Guyer, who has struck out, been hit by a pitch. Miley had struck out the side in the first, struck out 2 in the fourth, has a strikeout here in the 5th. I'll drop in there for strike 2. Leadoff triple by Asdrubal Cabrera before DeJesus grounded out. Base runner didn't advance. Jake Elmore with a 2-run shot. Rivera strikes out. Now a ground ball foul outside of third. So stay tuned following WB Mason Extra Innings Live for Red Sox Final presented by Uno's. Adam Pellerin and Tim Wakefield. Preview tomorrow's pitching matchup between Justin Masterson and Chris Archer, the ace of the Rays, on the mound. Joey Butler waiting on deck. As that'll bounce in for ball 4, and that is the second walk allowed here by Miley of his outing. He'd walk Forsythe in the first. He walks Guyer here in the 5th.
Even with the great move by Miley, I would expect that if Guyer can get a jump, he'll try to go. He probably has the green light. Trying to get him in a scoring position with 2 outs. If he's thrown out, then you have Butler hitting in front of Longoria next inning.
Butler 0 for 2. He has struck out and grounded into a double play. Inside out swing and a foul off to the right. Red Sox suites and premium packages provide a VIP experience for you and your guests. Call 877 Red Sox 9 or email premiumsales@redsox.com for more information. Butler with a swing and a miss. Miley has pitched well to this point.
There is the fastball down and in around the ankles.
It's been his toughest inning. Next pitch will be the 25th pitch of the inning. Two and two.
Not only is Miley quick to first base on his pickoff attempt, he's very quick to home plate.
Everything he does is quick. Protecting the plate there is Butler, reaching out to get a piece. Timeout very late. Miley just goes through with the pitch.
And that would have been a strike, too. That ball was right over the plate. Trying to slow Miley up, and that was a late call.
Now swing and a miss, and he strikes out Butler to end the inning, but the damage done. Jake Elmore, the 2-run home run as the Rays on top 2-0. Ballpark in Fenway Jobs. Plus, we'll learn about the anatomy of the pop-up in the baseball lab. Tune in tomorrow at 11:30 on NESN. It's on to the 6th inning. Sandy Leon leading it off here for the Red Sox. Take strike one. Rays have a 2-0 lead thanks to a 2-run home run by Jake Elmore. Leon, a strikeout victim in the 3rd inning, now hits a fly ball to left center field. Brandon Geyer is headed over to make the catch in front of the track for the first out of the 6th inning. We'll stay right here after the 3rd out of this inning for a special behind-the-scenes look at what happens in between innings. Won't want to miss that here at the end of the inning. One down in the 6th inning for Jackie Bradley Jr.
If you're lucky, you'll catch the mustard and hot dogs and all those things racing. If you're really lucky.
You'll certainly hear a lot of noise. I promise you that, if you get to hear anything.
This is the noise capital of Major League Baseball. And it's not the crowd.
No.
It's everything else that goes on in this place.
In a shallow left to Jesus, coming in towards the line, running on a slant. Makes the catch for out number 2. He's now 6 in a row retired by Andres. Get immediate care without leaving the ballpark at the Beth Israel Deaconess Medical Center First Aid Station, located behind Section 12 on the lower concourse. BIDMC is the official hospital of the Boston Red Sox. 17 out of 18 retired by Andrees. Only hit belonging to Xander Bogaerts. Single to right field in the 4th inning. His 68th pitch coming up here with 2 outs in the 6th inning. So he's been very economical as well. Down the right field line and foul down towards the pen area. That says fly to right, fly to center. 2 at bats against Andrees today. Fly ball this time to right field. Souza with room in right field makes the catch. 3 fly ball outs. 2-0 Tampa Bay. Don't go anywhere. Let's stay in the park. Has this ball ripped foul down the left field line for strike 1 to Evan Longoria. Leads it off the bottom of the 6th inning with the Rays on top 2-0. Swing and a miss on a pitch down and in. 0-2. Longoria doubled in the 1st inning. Struck out swinging in the 4th inning. On the ground towards 3rd, but foul. Oh, it came off the ground. It looked like he went down to get that. Swing and a miss, and Longoria down on strikes. That's 8 strikeouts for Wade Miley. It's time for Game Break, brought to you by Jordan's, the furniture store of the Boston Red Sox. Adam? All right, Adam, thanks very much. Here's a first pitch strike into Logan Forsythe with 1 out in the bottom of the 6th inning. Forsythe walked in the first inning, grounded back to the mound in the fourth inning. Takes another strike, got the arms out of the way, but went in the same area. Jake McGee up in the pen for the Rays. Andrews, who makes this start for the Rays today, has been working out of the pen and in the rotation. 11th appearance overall of the year, 6th start for him, and in 70 pitches he's gotten through the first 6 innings of this game, giving up only 1 hit and retiring everybody else that he has faced. (18 out of 19 batters). Ground ball foul outside of third. Steven Souza waiting on deck with 1 out here in the 6th inning. Everything in about the same spot here. And Andrews' pitching line brought to you by your Eastern Lexus dealers. The 1 hit in 6 innings. This is line down the left field line. A fair ball headed down towards the corner. Diaz over to dig it out. Forsythe into second base with a 1-out double. Well, he had 3 hits in last night's game. First hit of this game.
His hitting streak now stands at 6 games for Forsythe. He was 10 for 19 coming into the game today. It's a changeup that time from Miley and hooks it right down that left field line. There's the leap at third base by Sandoval, not even close to being able to make a play on it. So another man in scoring position here with 1 out.
Well, Souza has struck out twice in this game, swinging in the first, swinging in the fourth. 8 strikeouts in the game for Wade Miley. Matt Barnes, who was just called up today, is warming in the pen for Boston. He was with the Pawtucket Red Sox last night. Got the word at about 11:45 last night that he was being called up. This is grounded under the glove of Miley to short. Bogarts will throw to first in time to get Souza, as taking third base Logan Forsythe with now 2 down.
And the ball just gets underneath the glove of Miley. Looks like he's in a good position to make a play on this on 1 bounce, but underneath the glove, and heads up Bogarts there to make the play and get the out at first base. But the man advances to third with 2 outs.
Now a chance for Asdrubal Cabrera, who's had some good swings today against Wade Miley. A single off him in the 2nd inning and then tripled and scored in the 5th. And he fouls it off. Well, tomorrow at 5:30, tune into the Ultimate Red Sox Show presented by AAA. Hear from General Manager Ben Cherington on the state of the Sox, and Team President CEO Larry Lucchino talks about retiring Pedro's number. That's Sunday at 5:30 right here on NESN. 100th pitch of the outing for Miley. Short lead at third for Forsythe. As Cabrera grounds one to third baseman Pablo Sandoval. His throw in time, and the inning is over. The Rays lead Forsythe at third. We head to the 7th, 2-0 Tampa Bay. Airlines. Book your low fare now at southwest.com. Now Wade Miley through the first 6 innings, trailing 2-0 in this game. Rays make a pitching change. This call to the bullpen is brought to you by Kia. Red Sox will be glad to see somebody other than Matt Andriese in this game, and they will in Jake McGee. 17th appearance without a record of 1.80 earned run average, 23 strikeouts, only 1 walk, and opponent sitting at 182 against McGee. Brock Holt shows bunt and almost takes it in the face. Able to get out of the way. Holt has struck out swinging and looking. Now a foul off to the left out of play. A pretty good outing today for Matt Andriese. 6 innings, 1 hit, no runs. Didn't walk anybody, struck out 5, retired 18 out of 19 batters he faced.
Yeah, I was a little surprised they took him out of the ball game, but some lefties coming up for the Red Sox, so that's why I think they go to McGee here in the 7th. But he certainly didn't look tired at all, that's for sure.
No, only 70 pitches. It's pretty economical.
Yep. I think a little bit of fear in the middle part of this lineup with Holt, followed by Bogaerts, Ortiz, and Sandoval, 3 out of the 4 lefties. And that's why McGee in the game. So going to leave it up to the bullpen.
Two balls, 2 strikes to Brock Holt. McGee's been scoreless in his last 12 appearances. He's not given up a run in 11 2/3 innings. And a perfect 8th inning last night against the Red Sox, and was the 3-4-5 hitters that he retired last night in 1 inning. Today 2, 3, and 4 in the Red Sox lineup. Full count now to Holt. Amazing strikeout to walk ratio right now for Jake McGee. As we told you, 23 Ks, 1 walk. Had 17 strikeouts before he allowed that 1 walk on June the 13th against the White Sox. Now grounded by the mound, kind of redeflected over to Forsythe at second base. May have grazed the glove of McGee there and helped him out, as I think that went 1-4 to 3.
It looked to me like there was a deflection also off the glove of McGee. Forsythe in good position to make the play, and leadoff man out for the Red Sox. Yeah, very close. Tough to tell. Maybe got a little bit of the finger in the smaller part of the glove.
Was one down here in the 7th inning. Xander Bogaerts takes a strike. Only hit the Red Sox have belongs to Xander Bogaerts back in the 4th inning. His single to right field. Takes it the other way, and that the only base runner today for the Red Sox. Not just the only hit, the only base runner. Well, the old adage, only as hot as the next day starter. Red Sox hoping to take some momentum from last night's dramatic victory and come into today and you face Matt Andriese, who allows 1 hit in 6 innings.
And he did it basically on fastballs. I mean, didn't show much other than the fastball today, and certainly not overpowering at 91-92.
Official score, by the way, has called that to play 1-4-3 to retire Brock Holt. So McGee did get a piece of it on the way by. There's a foul tip for 2-2. David Ortiz waiting on deck. One out here in the Boston 7th inning. For every Red Sox game that goes into extra innings or the Sox get a save, CVS Pharmacy will make a donation to Children's Hospital towards a $25,000 commitment once again this season. CVS Pharmacy, the official pharmacy of the Boston Red Sox. Two-two pitch to Xander Bogaerts. Foul back to the screen. Full count now.
Good job by Bogaerts laying off that curveball. I mean, you've seen a lot of fastballs from McGee and tries to trick him on the breaking ball. And a lot of times you see a guy swing at that pitch. Not Bogaerts. He takes it, ball inside.
In the air down the right field line for Bogaerts as Souza goes over to make the catch. Straddling the line down the right field line, and there are 2 outs in the inning. It's time now to check out the results of today's Dunkin' Donuts poll question. We asked, should MLB teams wear throwback jerseys more often? Pretty close, but yes is the answer. 52%. That's the closest poll I think we've had. Jerry, how much do players like wearing throwback jerseys?
I don't think they do.
No.
I really think they get so used to their normal, uniform, and a lot of players are superstitious. And if things are going well for them, they don't want to do anything else.
2 down here in the 7th inning. Ortiz 0 for 2 today. He's not alone in that category, though. But David struck out swinging in the 2nd, flat out to the warning track and left in the 4th. Foul tipped 0-2. Fastball 94 running away.
Fastball up and away from Ortiz. He chases it. Quickly down in the count. No balls and 2 strikes.
Ortiz gets a piece of this, fouling it back even harder at 96.
Fouled off a tough pitch there in the outside corner.
Another foul off to the left, same spot, but a breaking ball that time.
Went out there with the fastball. This time he goes out with the breaking ball. And Ortiz again fouling the ball off. 2 pretty good pitches by McGee. And pretty good foul balls by Ortiz.
Ortiz wanted time, didn't get it. Apparently it'll be a ball outside. Or did he give it to him? Apparently did not call time. David wanted it, but didn't get it. .97 and out there.
That velocity has increased since the beginning of the inning, hasn't it? It's going from 91, 92 up to as high as 97 now against David.
Reaching back for a little extra is Jake McGee. Payoff pitch to Ortiz. And he strikes out on a pitch down and away. 7th inning stretch from Tropicana Field. It's 2-0 Tampa Bay. Here at the ballpark.
But then I spent so many nights thinking how you did me wrong, and I grew strong, and I learned how to.
That's a 2-0 Rays lead, and David DeJesus will take strike one. Wade Miley back on the mound. DeJesus has grounded into a fielder's choice, grounded out to first base, 0 for 2. Kevin Jepson warming in the pen for Tampa Bay. We've already seen Jake McGee in relief of Matt Andrews today. Line down towards the pen, and look out into the area behind the bullpen. Now tomorrow at noon, don't miss Red Sox first pitch presented by Joseph Abboud, available at Men's Warehouse. Adam Pellerin and Tim Wakefield will preview Chris Archer's start against the Red Sox. Archer 9-4 on the year with a 2.10 earned run average. He has been terrific. Breaking ball on the ground right side, and nicely handled by Holt, who makes a throw from the outfield for the first out of the bottom of the 7th inning.
The toughest part about that play is you know you're going to get a good hop and stopping and turning. Being able to stop and get yourself turned around and make that throw to first base. There's Brock Holt going to the outfield grass or outfield turf and gets him squared up to first base.
Well, Wade Miley departing here after 6 1/3 innings with the Rays on top 2-0. Here is Matt Barnes, 16th appearance of the year, 2-2 with a 4.24 earned run average. Called back up today from Pawtucket. Dealing with Jake Elmore, right-handed hitter. And Elmore fouls it back to the screen. So not a bad outing today for Wade Miley, Jerry. They got to him for a couple in the 5th, and that's it.
No, very good outing from Miley again. I was a little surprised they took him out. You know, they sent him out just to get the left-handed DeJesus, and they bring him out of the ballgame. I thought he'd get a chance to finish the 7th, but that's not the case. They bring in the right-hander Barnes.
Finished with 106 pitches. A home run by Jake Elmore, the difference in this game, back in the 5th inning.
When you look at that pitch, it's amazing that Elmore was able to keep that ball in fair territory, because that slider was down and in. And a lot of times you see that ball hook foul.
Swing and a miss here, and Elmore strikes out. They got to throw him out as he got away from Leon, and they do. So Barnes striking out the first batter he faces. 2 down here in the 7th. And it takes us to Rene Rivera. Rivera 0 for 2 today. He's fly to center, struck out swinging. So Wade Miley ends up going 6 1/3, 5 hits, the 2 runs. He walked 2 and struck out 8 through 106 pitches. And fortunately, right now on the losing side of this effort. Rivera hits one high and deep to left field. Backhand. That ball is way gone. 4th home run of the year for the Rays catcher, and it puts Tampa Bay on top 3-0. Might be one of the longest home runs I've seen hit to left here in Tampa Bay.
Yeah, it's past where they allow the crowd to go. They've got a top out there, and it looks like the ball hit the top back at the bottom of the lower deck. So the bottom 2 guys in the lineup, Elmore with a 2-run home run, a fastball right here to Rivera, and he hits the home run way back.
Now Brandon Guyer with 2 outs in the inning. Guyer struck out in the 1st, hit by a pitch in the 3rd, walked in the 5th inning. Fouled back to the screen, and it's 2-1 now to Guyer. Guyer's now started 37 games, appeared in 58 games on the year. Left field, right field, center field, been a DH. Today gets a start in center. Lines this, a foul ball down the left field line. Kevin Jepson, Xavier Cedeno, both warming in the pen now for Tampa Bay. Jake McGee worked the 7th inning in relief of Matt Andrews. Fouled off of Leon. H.B. Hood salutes the Red Sox Foundation for its commitment to 4,900 accredited charities throughout New England. 2-2 pitch to Guyer. Full count now. With Joey Butler on deck, 2 down here in the 7th inning. There is Butler waiting on deck. Ball 4, and Guyer's aboard here. So a 2-out walk for Brandon Guyer. Always a threat to steal.
Yeah, and I would expect that he would. And with Miley out of the game, the left-hander with a good move he's going to be able to increase that lead at first base with Barnes on the mound. That's if Butler gives him a chance. Remember, Butler swings at just about everything.
Yeah, generally we've seen the guys get on before Butler have no chance to steal.
Yeah.
There goes Geyer. The pitch is a ball. The throw is going to be high, and Geyer steals second base.
He couldn't wait to go. I mean, you know, he's been looking at Miley all day after being on base 3 times from the top of the lineup. And finally he gets a chance against the right-hander to go, and he just goes on the first pitch. Butler taking all the way that time, had no intentions of swinging the bat. And they get another man in a scoring position, this Tampa Bay.
Joey Butler today has struck out, grounded into a 6-4-3 double play, and struck out again. Both the strikeouts swinging today. Pickoff play at second, no throw. Shooting in was Bogaerts from shortstop. Grounded foul over by the Red Sox dugout, and it's a ball and a strike. So Barnes comes in here, gets a strikeout of Jake Elmore, but then Rene Rivera, it's a solo shot off him, then a walk to Geyer, followed by a stolen base by Geyer. He's now in scoring position with 2 down here in the last of the 7th inning. Strike 2. Geyer's taken off for third. The throw to third base. He will be safe again. Stealing 2 bases here in the inning. First, second, out third for Geyer.
I wasn't crazy about what was going on around second base because you could see Bogaerts really trying to hold him on, and the focus really now should be on the hitter. If he steals third, he steals third. I mean, right now you got to be in position. You can see Bogaerts there. He's not in position. If there's contact, a ball could get through and a run could score.
Now check swing. No, he said he went around for strike 3. So they'll leave the runner at third base as Butler strikes out to end the inning. But a home run for Rene Rivera. The Rays lead at 3-0. Fair now at Southwest.com. Nissan. Get to Nissan's ride of your life for exciting performance and bonus cash. Shop ChooseNissan.com. Digital Federal Credit Union. See what DCU can save you. Your local Subaru dealers. Your local New England Ford dealers. And by the Kia Sorrento. 3-0 Tampa Bay. Rays changing pitchers again. Kevin Jepsen into the game now for Tampa Bay. 36th appearance, 1-5 with a 2.53 earned run average, 27 strikeouts, 16 walks, and opponents hitting at 226 against Jepsen. Sandoval leading it off and taking a strike to even the count at 1-1. Sandoval, Napoli, and De Aza to bat here in the 8th.
Well, to this point of the game, it's been silent movies for the Red Sox offense.
One hit, Xander Bogaerts in the 4th inning. Chasing after that pitch was very much away.
And as a matter of fact, it didn't even register on the TV. That's how far away it was. There on the close-up shot, we get it.
When it runs out of your picture, that is away.
That ball is away.
Reaches out on this pitch and fouls it down the left field line. Rays pitching is retired 21 of 22 Red Sox today. Sandoval let that go, 2-2. Sandoval has flied to left, grounded out to second base, 0 for 2 today. Swing and a miss. Sandoval strikes out on a fastball up and away.
Now, there was no intention in that at bat of even throwing him a strike. I mean, everything that was away from Sandoval, with the exception of one pitch. One pitch on the outside part of the plate. Everything else almost off the screen. Sandoval chasing the outside fastball right there for the first out of the 8th. That's in the right-handed batter's box.
One out here in the 8th inning, and it brings up Mike Napoli, 0 for 2 today. Napoli hits a high fly ball out towards deep left center field. It is the center fielder Geyer who puts it away for out number 2. Well, for every home run the Red Sox hit the rest of the season, Alltown will donate $500 to the Cystic Fibrosis Multiple Sclerosis Fund. Alltown is New England's premier, healthier convenience retailer. Two down in the 8th for Alejandro De Aza. 0 for 2 today. De Aza fly to right in the 3rd, grounded out to second base in the 5th. High drive, deep right field for De Aza, and that ball is going to be gone. A home run. Red Sox getting their 2nd hit of the game, their 1st since the 4th inning. Solo home run for De Aza gets the Red Sox on the board here in the 8th. 5th home run of the year.
He turned on that fastball. That's for sure. Looking fastball on that first pitch from Jepsen, and quickly turns it around. So the home run right now by Rivera in the bottom of the 7th, looking very big for Tampa Bay. He knew it right away.
Breaks up a string of 11 in a row. Now Leon will pop it up foul, back and out of play. Leon struck out in the 3rd, flied out to center in the 6th. It's actually 12 in a row that home run broke up. Only the second Boston hit of the day. Outside, a ball and a strike. Leon will pop it up foul, and that'll get back and out of play. Well, tomorrow at 12:30, don't miss Red Sox Game Day Live, presented by DCU. Hear from Justin Masterson. He makes his return to the starting rotation tomorrow against the Rays. DCU, Digital Federal Credit Union. What can DCU save you? 2 outs in the 8th inning. Red Sox with a home run from Alejandro De Aza. Getting on the board here. Strike 3 call. Leon frozen. So the Red Sox do get on the board, but trail 3-1 at the end of 7.5. Wade Miley on the hook right now at 6 1/3, 5 hits, gave up 2 earned runs. The only offense for the Red Sox, Alejandro De Aza with a solo home run, supplying the Red Sox lone run. Andres came into today's game and goes 6 innings of shutout pitching, giving up only 1 hit. Matt Barnes returning to the hill after giving up a home run and a walk in the 7th. And it's Evan Longoria who leads it off here in the 8th. And Longoria will take strike 1. 1 for 3 today, a double back in the 1st inning. Struck out in the 4th, struck out in the 6th. Now hits a drive out towards deep left center field. And that ball is gone. Evan Longoria hits his 8th home run of the year. It's the 2nd home run served up by Matt Barnes. And the Rays on top 4-1.
All the runs today for the Rays coming via the home run. Elmore a 2-run home run. Rivera a solo shot. Now Longoria. They start him off with a curveball. They try to go inside with a fastball. It does not work. He cleans that out on the inside corner.
3 home runs today for Tampa Bay. Elmore, Rivera, and more recently Evan Longoria. Now it is strike 1 to Logan Forsythe. Forsythe walked in the 1st inning, grounded back to the mound in the 4th, doubled in the 6th inning. Robbie Ross Jr. up in the Red Sox pen. One ball, two strikes. It's at today 23,876, 23,876. To 5,000 more today than were here yesterday for first game of the series. Outside, 2-2 to Forsythe. Swing at a foul tip. Forsythe strikes out, and there's the third K for Barnes. Let's take a closer look at tomorrow's starting pitchers. Justin Masterson and Chris Archer. Masterson 4 minor league starts, 0-2 with a 3.44 ERA. Archer's last start, he went 8 innings, giving up 1 earned run, had 7 strikeouts. Closer look brought to you by FW Web. Selection, expertise, solutions. More at FWWeb.com. And a very good year for Archer, the ace of the Rays. In there for strike one. Souza 0 for 3 today, has struck out twice and grounded to shortstop. Brad Boxberger, the closer, up in the pen along with Brandon Gomes. Ball and 2 strikes to Souza. Home run by Evan Longoria to start this bottom of the 8th inning. Swing and a miss, and it's back-to-back strikeouts now for Barnes. 4 all, 2 down in the inning. It's time for today's T-Mobile game changer performance. And as Asdrubal Cabrera able to get a triple to begin the 5th inning, he would eventually score on a home run by Jake Elmore. Now Cabrera grounds one by Barnes. Shift was on. It's Bogarts on the right side of the infield. Throws out Cabrera to end the inning, but a leadoff home run by Evan Longoria. Tampa Bay with a 4-1 lead. $1,000 at the Jimmy Fund for every game saved this season. Everybody saves at Bob's. Bob's Discount Furniture. Quality, choice, and value. Learn more at mybobs.com. Brad Boxberger, the closer, in for the Rays with a 4-1 lead here going into the ninth inning. 33rd appearance, 4-3 with a 2.73 earned run average. 19 out of 21 in save opportunities, 41 strikeouts, 14 walks, and opponents hitting at .220 against Boxberger. Jackie Bradley Jr. leading it off for the Red Sox here in the ninth inning and taking strike one. Bradley has struck out swinging and flied out to left, 0 for 2 today. Boxberger fourth in the American League with 19 saves. It's amazing. He has a chance to become the 10th different Rays save leader in the last 11 years. I've had a different guy virtually every year.
And talk about putting together bullpens. They have put together a number of bullpens over the years, and very good ones.
2 blown saves, June 3rd at Los Angeles, June 13th at home against Chicago. 1-2 pitch, and Bradley gets jammed, hits a pop-up shallow left. Cabrera out, to Jesus in, and De Jesus makes the catch for the first out of the ninth. Let's take a look at the Toyota play of the game after the triple by Cabrera. Jake Elmore with a home run down the left field line and just inside the pole into the landing area down there. That put the Rays on top 2-0 back in the fifth inning. Now lead it 4-1 with 1 out in the ninth inning. Mookie Betts. They shift on the left side on Betts. And Mookie will take strike one. He is fly to right, fly to center, fly to right again. 13-game hitting streak on the line right now for Mookie Betts. And he's down 0-2.
Fastball followed by changeup. Same thing he did to Bradley Jr.
Fouled off to the right out of play. We'll do it again. 0-2. Tuesday and an all-new Red Sox report. Go inside the draft room and catch up with the latest class of Red Sox scholars when this week's episode recaps the month of June. Don't miss the Red Sox report Tuesday at 5. Fly ball foul again off to the right out of play. Rockhold waiting on deck. 1 out here in the visiting half of the ninth inning. On the ground, foul. That's fouls it back 95 miles an hour. Probably more of the plate than he wanted to get.
See if Boxberger goes back to the changeup here after a couple of fastballs to Betts.
Going back out there again. In the air to center field, sending Geyer back. Makes the catch for the second out of the ninth. That may be the end of the 13-game hitting streak for Mookie Betts. Red Sox down to their last out here in the ninth. And it brings up Brock Holt, 0 for 3 today, striking out twice. Once swinging in the first, looking in the fourth. Grounded out in the seventh inning. Red Sox have been held to 2 hits in the game. Fly ball down the left field line, and it is going to fall harmlessly in foul ground. A single in the 4th inning. After Andrews had retired the first 11 Red Sox that he faced in the game. Then Rays pitching would retire the next 12 before the Red Sox would get their next hit. Home run by De Aza in the 8th. Now Brock Holt down 0-2 here in the 9th inning with 2 outs. In the dirt outside, 1-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, fastball away. In the air to shallow left, and that's going to fall for a base hit. And Jesus into play, and Red Sox stay alive thanks to Brock Holt's base hit to left field here in the 9th inning.
Well, Boxberger throws a changeup, and Holt hits a changeup to the opposite field. Just a little bloop as he picks it off the ground. That's not going to look over the head of Cabrera. And the Red Sox still alive now with a man at first base and 2 outs. Good battle put on by Brock Holt right there. That's a tough pitch. That ball was down. Probably out of the strike zone, but still makes contact. And when you make contact, something good might happen. That time it did.
Gives Xander Bogaerts a chance. Bogaerts has grounded out to short, single to right, flied out to right. 1 for 3. Holt takes second base on strike 1 to Bogaerts. Defensive indifference allows Holt to take second base. Bogaerts down 0-2.
Back-to-back changeups to Bogaerts.
$23,876. Rays fans standing here at Tropicana Field. Swing and a miss. Bogaerts strikes out, and the Tampa Bay Rays take game 2 of the series. Now the Red Sox held to just 3 hits in this game, as the Rays starter really shut him down, retiring the first 11 Red Sox that he faced. Red Sox with only 1 hit through 7 2/3 innings. They would get a hit in the 8th, a hit in the 9th, and a run, of course, in the 8th, and the home run by De Aza. Final again, the Rays 4, the Red Sox 1, as we send it back to Adam Pellerin.